All right, so let's talk about the news, chat. Let's talk about the news. No more talking about my bathwater. Let's talk about the news. We've got a ton of Elon news. Plus a big presentation by Atrioc about what's happening with Tesla right now, because it's kind of fucking insane. So first little piece of news. Trump turns the White House lawn into a Tesla showroom. So what happened here was, apparently Elon has been crying to Trump about how everyone has been mean to him. And so Trump basically did an ad read for him. Like, unironically. Like, they brought a bunch of Teslas onto the White House lawn, and they got the press there, and Trump basically, like, just read off some paper and talked about how cool and awesome Tesla was. And how he bought a Tesla. He also purchased a Tesla in solidarity. But the funny thing was, during the press conference, when he's talking about how he was buying this Tesla, he says, this is symbolic because I can't drive. Apparently, Donald Trump has not driven in the last 30 or 40 years, and he can't drive. Because his license isn't even, like, up to date. Like, because people just drive him because he's rich. He's a rich person. So rich people don't drive themselves, chat. They have drivers. They have people who drive them places. So, he can't drive. Yeah. He can't drive. He doesn't drive. Wasn't Muscard sobbing at the White House? I mean, I would believe it. If I had a ridiculous amount of money, I'd have a personal driver too. Yeah. Can you own a car without no license? Yeah, of course you can own a car. Yeah, you can own a car. You just can't drive it. Yeah. Presidents are allowed to drive for security reasons. I'm not kidding. Anyway, yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. No, also presidents can't drive themselves for security reasons. Yeah. So does this open up the White House to have sponsors? Cannot wait to have the repeated Taco Bell White House house sponsorship. I mean, if anything, if he was going to do an ad read for anything, it would be for McDonald's. He would be ad reading McDonald's. I mean, he already gives them free publicity. Dude got like a bajillion McDoubles and Big Macs and just brought them into the White House and started nomming down. Isn't it kind of illegal to make government buildings into a showroom? I mean, it's not really a showroom. He was just basically doing like a PR thing, right? It's fine. It's not. He didn't really make it a showroom. Like, that's just the wording for it. But I mean, it's fine legally, but it's sad. It's really, really sad, is what it is. It's pathetic. This is big loser shit. And you're going to learn, so we're not quite to it yet, but you're going to learn why this is happening. It's the little illusion for the video we're going to get into. But there's a reason behind this. But here is the tweet or the Truth Social post that Donald Trump put out about Elon because of this whole situation. To Republicans, conservatives, and wait, let me do the voice. To Republicans, conservatives, and all great Americans, Elon Musk is putting it on the line in order to help our nation. He's doing a fantastic job, but the radical left lunatics, as they often do, are trying to illegally and collusively boycott Tesla. It's not illegal to boycott someone. You can't. That's collusive. What do you mean? No, that's not. One of the world's greatest automakers and Elon's baby, in order to attack and do harm to Elon and everything he stands for. They tried to do it to me at the 2024 president ballot box, but how did that work out? In any event, I'm going to buy a brand new Tesla tomorrow morning as a show of confidence and support of Elon Musk, a truly great American. Why should he be punished for putting his tremendous skills to work in order to help make America great again? This is literally, chat, this post has the tone. This post has the tone of, like, a Christian post about telling people to stop trolling him. Like, this is this is the same tone as, like, DSP saying, like, stop being mean to me. Like, yeah, this is very much a, like, stop, these nasty trolls are bullying me type beat. It's fun. Somebody keeps calling them the radical left when it's not even left. Yeah. Now, you might ask yourself, well, yeah, are Tesla sales really that bad? Is the boycott that bad? Yes. Because one of the other reasons that this tweet was put out is because I don't know if you guys have ever looked at polling data, but do you know who's a big fan of EVs and who's not? Left-leaning people are big fans of EVs. And generally, and this is per capita, like statistically, right-leaning people are not. So, Elon Musk has managed to alienate the entire user base of the cars that he sells through his company. You know, one of the most valuable companies in the world. And he's now trying to advertise. They're now trying to advertise these cars to people who objectively hate them on like a political level because it's one of those. Because remember, like a lot of right-leaning policies are very regressive. They don't want to progress. They don't want to change. They want to keep things the way they are. And so evolution into EVs is not in line with the mindset. They want to drive gas cars until they fucking die. Elon sells EVs. Also, Elon climate change isn't real. Yeah. I wonder if one day in the future we will have a VTuber president. I hope so. Free market capitalists when you refuse to buy their shit that you don't need nor want. Yeah. Also, Ninja Flames, thank you for the 65 stream watching, and Valentino, thank you for the 3 stream watching. Thank you. It keeps going though, chat. Trump says violence against Tesla is domestic terrorism.
Let me get into this sector. I'll watch Secret Service go crazy. Thank you.
I mean, if you actually drove it around, it would really be wild.
Beautiful. Wow.
I get into this other side.
That's beautiful. This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer. That's beautiful.
Have you not sat in a car in the last 20 years?
Wow. No, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Mr. President talks about some of the violence that's been going on around the country at dealerships. Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists.
I will do that. I'll do it. I'm going to stop them. We catch anybody doing it because they're harming a great American company. You know, I've stuck up for the NFL. I've stuck up for a lot of American companies.
Now, you might be asking, what are they referring to? Now, I will have a controversial Arthur opinion. I think that burning down, like lighting Teslas on fire and burning down dealerships and blowing up chargers is cringe. I think it's cringe. I think it is really emotional, and it's not protest. I think that it is actually. Now, obviously, they're going the hard route here, and they're saying it should be domestic terrorism. That's ridiculous. It's not fucking domestic terrorism. But what it is it is not helpful to anybody. You are destroying. There are people. So here's the thing: there are people who work for these companies whose livelihoods are based on this. Okay, who are not politically involved in any of this shit. If you don't like Tesla stuff, don't buy Teslas. And advocate and encourage others to not buy them. Then they will fail and die and wither. Physically destroying property is not only is it a, I think, just cringe and bad optics, but also it is actively dangerous. You're lighting lithium batteries on fire and then forcing taxpayer money to go into putting out these fires and doing cleanup. You are risking forest fires when you do this kind of damage and that could destroy people's homes. Destructive. I do not agree with destructive protest like this. I don't think that it's helpful. I think that, you know what is helpful? Socially shaming people for actively supporting Tesla. That's fine. That's fine if you want to do that. Because people like a lot of people don't want to buy Teslas now. They feel bad. It's cringe to own a Tesla at this point. What about the Cybertrucks that just do that? Well, that, you can't do anything about that, but Imagine these Canadians who combust and the people set them on fire thing is a cover-up. Probably not, but no, I think they are actively setting things on fire, but... What do we do in Fortnite? Well, that's fine. Or wait until the employees get electrocuted on their own. They'll only get paid out maybe $50K for the death. Well, yeah, but... yeah, like, I think that it is... I think people should actively be protesting against Tesla and be boycotting them and speaking out on how the company should fail, honestly. I think they should fail in a lot of ways. I think that they are technologically extremely behind the times on EVs. They've hitched themselves completely to self-driving, which has shown itself to be dangerous and not ready for the public. Yet it's still quite a ways off. It's just a worse product than a lot of Chinese EVs. I think they need to fail for other reasons.
Are left-leaning and environmentally conscious.
Yes.
They bought them before the Elon shit show. Burning Teslas is punishing people on your side who can't necessarily just go and get a different car.
Exactly. Yeah, there are people who they can't financially. The economy is headed towards recession right now. People can't afford to just sell their car and buy another car, especially when they're already locked into it. When you go light a bunch of charging ports on fire, you know what you just did? What you just did is you fucked over that person who bought a Tesla in 2019 who used that charging port to charge their car so they could get to work. You're damaging their ability to get to fucking work, dude. That's the only person who gets hurt by that, because that shit's insured. That shit's insured. They're gonna get their money back from all that damage and destruction you're doing. You're just inconveniencing people, real people, for no reason. Heard some California Police Department are using Cybertrucks now because 77 just can't get air fast enough, can it? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's frustrating to me. It's very frustrating to me. But yeah, it's to the point where police are barricading Tesla cars and dealerships as people rage against Elon Musk machines. Because, and I'm gonna be real, this is a necessary thing. This is a necessary situation because people are actively going in and smashing windows, damaging cars, getting violent, and this is not the way to deal with this, man. It's not. All you need is social pressure in this situation. That's all you need, because then people will be like, oh god, this sucks. People hate me for driving a Tesla. People aren't nice to me. They look at me weird. So then and then they don't buy the Tesla. That's it. You don't need to fuck up shit, man. I'm seriously thinking about it, whether it's domestic terrorism or not. It's clearly targeted violence based on ideology. I don't think so. No, I don't think it's domestic terrorism. It's not domestic pressuring people is not domestic terrorism. So it's not being yo, you're cringe if you buy this car isn't domestic terrorism. So I don't think it's domestic terrorism. No. If Trump is declaring them active terrorism, most insurance did not cover active terrorism. Really? Oh, huh. Interesting. Rage Against the Musk can describe a bratty bottom into Musk
feels like the cries for
situation.
going into a recession have been echoed for the last 3 to 4 years. Feels like people want to will it to be like, see? It's this party's fault.
No, we are legitimately going into heading towards recession a little bit more. And no, I agreed previously. Yes, there was a lot of people wish casting a recession. Now, there is actual economic signs of us heading towards recession now. Now it is actually real. But Arthur, the problem is people are stupid. Remember all the times people burn their expensive as fuck Nikes that they already paid for as an act of protest? Yeah, instead of selling them and not using Nikes anymore. Yeah. I mean, it might be it could be technically considered terrorism, kinda. It depends on how you look at it, but I personally don't. I think it's just very misplaced, misguided, because it's not organized. It's not organized. It's just fucking angry, weirdo, main character syndrome people deciding to fuck shit up and do damage. I don't think it's like... I count terrorism as an organized... sect of people doing it for a very specific reason. I don't think this is organized at all. So the organization is why I'm hesitant to call it terrorism. Yeah. In a little bit of other Elon news, this was a tweet that Elon retweeted of Stalin, Mao, and Hitler didn't murder millions of people. Their public sector workers did. Sure. Sure, Elon, whatever you say, man. You fucking weirdo. Jesus Christ. Personally, I think Elon shouldn't be on Trump's shoulder because it makes the clearest conflict of interest unknown to man. Oh, obviously, yeah, but there's nothing you can do about that. Yeah, so Elon doing correct on technicality, but it's a wild technicality. Yeah, this is I don't know. This is just Nazi talk, is what this is. Yeah, it's just Nazi. Yeah, who ordered it, and who ordered it, and who was the top-down ideological front of it, right? Yeah. Yeah, the leaders have no blame for what he says. Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to say, but okay. This is pretty funny. Remember when Elon had an alt account for role-playing a horny version of his own infant child? Which, that did happen, by the way, chat. Let me show you this deranged shit. Because this was confirmed, yeah. Content creators may wish to enable switch to the platform just monetization, and it showed his alt account, that account right there. And then these are the posts that he would make. Yeah. This was him role-playing as his kid, his toddler child. Do you like Japanese girls? What nightclub were you at? I wish I was old enough to go to nightclubs. They sound so fun. Is this a real peon video? That's so... I love librarians. Fucking crazy, dude. And yes, the Grok straight up is like, yes, it's real. Elon Musk admitted in a 2024 deposition to using the Elon Musk account to roleplay as his toddler son, XAIV. Dude, he named his child the worst possible name just to fuck with him. The account posted odd stuff like wishing to go to nightclubs and celebrating turning 3 on the kid's birthday. Weird, but confirmed. Yep. That's his AI, man. Can he be a normal billionaire and take an interest in, like, experimental lifespan extension or something? Nope.